Hello, Kathryn here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my video. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate to you the benefits of cultivating patience. Patience and mental stamina is extremely important for intensive and long-term academic or intellectual pursuits, also with other, major goals in your life. Because I love to study language, and I've done it for a very long time and for very great many hours, I've become better at learning how to learn a language, quite frankly. The process is something that I've repeated many times and I've grown to understand and trust. What this video is showing you is the first time I'm ever typing Russian. It is sped up 8.5 times because it took me more than 20 minutes, some of which has been cut out just because I'm sitting here just staring at the keyboard, to write one paragraph. Now, the reason I'm using Google Translate is because I can very easily move into the Russian alphabet keyboard and see the translation, although the translation is not something I'm actually focused on. In fact, I had to cut a little bit from the front of the video because I was translating it into Portuguese and I didn't even notice. I'm so focused on the keyboard and learning how to type that everything else just kind of melts away. It's not really in my field of vision. By focusing on one thing or another and just kind of letting the rest melt away means that I'm not completely overwhelmed when I'm taking on a new language or something that's really difficult. While learning how to type, I have most letters I have to delete and find the right letter. This is a very painstaking and frustrating experience. But I've already learned how to type another category, I think it's 3 these days, category 3 highly difficult language that's in a different alphabet, a different script, and that is Farsi. It took me a long time to learn how to type in Farsi, to write in Farsi, to read, to spell, and to hear it, but the point is, if I didn't cultivate patience with Farsi, I wasn't going to learn it. This is something that I do a little bit at a time. It's not a matter of just throwing yourself in there and trying to learn everything at once, especially when you've not studied language that much. Because I've already developed some of that patience, that kind of bedrock foundational patience. I had to kind of push against these barriers that I call the exhaustion barrier and the frustration barrier. If you play this video in real time, yeah, it's not very interesting and it's slow, but you speed it up and you see that I eventually got it. That's the point. We can talk about self-discipline and patience and perseverance till we're blue in the face. It means nothing until you see it actually done, and that you've seen it for yourself in your own experience. The second part of this video is real-time Farsi. It's meant to be the demonstration of what this can do. Am I as fast as a native speaker? No. But there was a time when I would just sit there and slowly eke it out like I am with Russian. But I trust in the process because I've done this before. So it also kind of breaks down some of the intimidation factors, right? The fact that this language doesn't sound like English, it doesn't look like English, and the parts that do look recognizable often are kind of these false cognates. Some of these letters, like B, what looks like a B in English, is a totally different sound in Russian. I have to not get overwhelmed with all of these differences, the time it's going to take to learn it, and how much I'm going to have to push myself to achieve comprehension. I'm just learning to type. If I just push against that frustration a little bit and hold on to that patience and trust in the process, then I'll learn how to type. It's that simple. And you can see with the Farsi that I've indeed done that. So it's just a matter of time and exposure and engagement. And I will learn Russian. And it's like this with every other area of my life. This is how I did a PhD. Okay, well, I'm almost done with the PhD. This is how I've done several degrees. This is how I've achieved mastery and developed expertise, is exposure and study, discipline, and perseverance. It's simple, but it's not easy. I want to show you more than an info dump. I want to show you how I actually do this. Whether you find it interesting or not, hey, I hope you do, but I don't want to just kind of talk about it without showing you a bit. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that. If you find this of any kind of value, educational or entertainment, then please consider subscribing to my channel and liking the video, commenting, all that good stuff, and I'll see you later.